we're on. Welcome to episode 4 of Joystick Unbound. I'm Matt. To my right is Justin.
I already messed it up. Restart.
To my right is Justin.
There's no editing. It's live.
And on camera, too, we have Robert. Oh, wait, I have to point this way because the cameras are switched.
Oh, no, I'm Robert.
He's here. And then here is Andrew.
Matt, don't touch us there. Don't touch us there.
I'm gonna.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna.
I'm
I'm
uncomfortable
gonna stick
now.
my hand through you like a puppet.
Oh!
That's kind of fun. Here, do it, Justin. Here, we can. Now I'm puppeteering both of them.
No, I'm puppeteering.
I can do the robot.
Oh fuck!
It's a puppetception.
Well, that was a fun opening.
Nobody's watching anymore.
Okay,
We're already lost.
so today's our big review episode for the month. But first, we got a little bit of news because some shit happened this week.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that the biggest news was that we found out that Jar Jar is a street performer.
He is a street clown. He is a street clown.
What the fuck?
On
What
Naboo.
is this shit?
So apparently there's a series of books set after Return of the Jedi and before Force Awakens. They're called Aftermath. And
Okay.
It deals with the fallout of the Empire, of the
I thought he was a chancellor or something like that.
That's what it was.
That's pretty good.
That's the shot.
That's a good thumbnail.
Well, I think that's the whole thing is that people blamed Jar. You find out in the book that apparently, like, a little kid comes up and comes across him on Naboo. He's a street performer now. Kid's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, and he apparently is like, "Yeah, they pretty much think everything was my fault." So I got.
They thought he was an Empire helper.
Yeah,
So.
he thought he
Because it was his fault.
He's the one that gave or tried to
Move the camera over a little bit.
give.
No, it can't. Never mind.
What's his name? Palpatine.
Yeah, he voted. He gave him that last vote.
Yeah, he gave him that.
Oh, really?
He put Palpatine in power.
Yeah.
Is that the official stance on it there?
Yeah, it happened
yeah.
in the third movie.
No, it happened in 2. It happens at 2. This is the
Yes, you
executive
can. He's
powers
right
to
the
get
fuck there.
attack, to get the clones.
Oh, right.
God damn it!
Sit down.
So they blamed him.
Yep.
And instead of like incarcerating him,
They just, I assume, fired him, and now he's living on the streets.
He's a pariah in
where,
Naboo.
now what
yeah.
city is he in?
Naboo.
Uh,
The
Just
world.
back to Naboo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what planet it's on. It didn't really.
that's the plan.
Yeah, he's on Naboo. I don't know what city it is.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'm
any
guessing,
other
like-
cities.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
just
Cloud
yeah,
City.
Naboo's like Ocean City and Weird Face Paint City, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ocean City and Child Rapist City, right?
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because- Because Anakin was just a little boy.
Well, he
He's just a
was.
boy.
But she didn't do anything until he was a Jedi.
Look,
Ah!
Lil Annie had some game.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys
Hey.
made a necklace for anybody, got it.
Made this out of other Jedi Padawans.
Oh god.
All right. So I guess that took way too long to talk about. Let's just go back into real news. How about that?
That was real
how about
news.
how about
Oh, are
some
you
real
saying it's-
news,
you
sir?
saying it's
Instead of
fake
some
news?
Fake news.
Oh my god.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah.
That's what-
Alternative facts is what we need.
I like that picture where it has a bag of Cheetos and above it says alternative carrots.
Oh, browse Reddit, people.
Yep, that's pretty funny.
Front page.
All right, actual news. So, Gen 2 dropped into Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Gen
Right.
2, Silver Gold Pokemon.
Yes.
Is it all of them except for the legendaries, right?
Yep, they're there. They should
Yep.
be there. Everybody's there.
Did you ever get Zapdos and all them? And
No, they still
so
haven't.
then probably
released
not
those.
the legendaries too. Then
I personally have.
I think
Yeah,
they
no
were. I
promo?
remember when it was announced they were supposed to be like special event things, like they're in New
Yeah.
York or some shit.
We was also supposed to have like peer-to-peer battling and stuff like that.
But they
Which
said
they
that's
are
coming.
bringing that
That's
in.
So
Well,
that
coming.
is coming. That is
Soon.
coming up on the next
Supposedly.
update, as far, and also trading.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna go back to the game. So
Yes, you.
I mean it's good. It's fine. It's still more of the same.
why?
Yeah,
Why do you hate it so much, Robert? Is it because they didn't do it very well starting out?
yeah, Yes.
But things are better now. They've got new items. There's new items.
It really is a better game. It's a better game than what they launched with.
Come on.
I still have it on my phone. I've yet to boot it up since. Well, no, I caught a couple.
Yeah.
While we were working.
Well, I drove through Canton and played for a while last night, and
Well, I was in Asheville, which is our big city here in the mountains of North Carolina, and there was lures everywhere.
Lures, yeah.
Yeah, there
Don't
was.
they last for a crazy amount of time?
That during Valentine's Day, it was lasting for 4 hours. One lure was lasting for
Wow.
4 hours. So there's that.
Are the servers more stable and stuff?
Yeah.
Finally.
That hurt.
See, I mean, when I quit playing, it was
That
just
wasn't
that,
laziness.
and
well, yeah, but that was
That
also
was the
what
worst
it
part.
was.
you and a lot of other people also quit
Excuse
like
me.
in the first 2 months of it being out. Whenever they're trying.
They shouldn't
to,
release a game that they can't freaking have server stability.
Who the fuck does?
Okay.
Tell that to Blizzard. Go tell
Too mu-
Blizzard to not, to have server stability before they let something happen.
They did this time. I never had server crashes on Legion.
Well,
I don't think Overwatch had any issues.
Now,
Yeah,
after that,
Overwatch had some.
Did they?
after that one update, though, I remember it would take all of us like 10 minutes to sign in.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
after
right.
that, you're in.
It was like a graphical thing
Something.
that they were testing out. Yeah.
It was just disappointing that so much hype was behind it, and then I enjoyed it when I was playing it, but just it was so much hassle having to close it and open it and close it, get it to work. Sometimes you couldn't catch anything.
It's because you have to move instead of you pushing up on the controller. Is that it?
Dead air.
Did he just call me out on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
No,
You're
no,
not see, bro. I'm asking the real hard hitting questions. Like, why? Is
All right, calm down, Barbara.
Why does your toothbrush taste weird?
Go on to the next news.
Let's see. So there was a new Hordes faction.
Oh yes, for
War
War
Machine.
Machine Hordes.
Yeah.
Profiteer Press's premier miniature war game. It's called the Grimkin. So they're essentially like a kind of twisted fairy tale. It's kind of very Malifaux, which is another war game that's set in like a twisted fairy tale kind of thing. But Grimkin's been in the storyline since 2004, so it does predate Malifaux for quite a while. But
They're just now being brought in.
they're just now being brought in. They've been kind of a small faction, kind of a thing from back in the day. They're really monsters, is what they really are. But their aesthetics are like they take the souls out of like slain enemies. They put them in these scarecrow top bodies, and then those transform into like pumpkin monsters, where they have like pumpkins for heads. But there's other. That's just like the mindless kind of like scourge
The pawns.
of the pawns, yeah. As they die, like you can recur them back and stuff like that. So it's kind of Crixian, which is another faction in War Machine Hordes. They also have like ritualists and stuff like that. All of their monsters, all of their beasts, their war beasts, are like chained up and like they're heavily tortured, and like they have like super like snouts almost and stuff
Are they
like that.
just bigger pumpkins or
No, they're like monsters. They look like nightmare monsters.
So you said it's based off fairy tales. Like, what are some?
So
Some characters.
there's a girl that has like a teddy bear beast behind her. So
Okay.
she controls the big teddy bear beast like telekinetically.
Is that
So you have like the Goldilocks and the three bears. Kind
Oh,
of thing.
okay.
Is that the war leader?
That's one of the warlocks. Yeah, a little girl. So you
Now,
have
are
this
those-
little girl
Are
on the
those two
fucking
separate
battlefield.
models?
I
or-
don't know. So the way that they showed it in the video was like a little girl in front of like this big bear beast.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to be two different models or not. It did say that the model was going to be a frontline caster, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
Um,
dangerous.
It
in
is
that game.
dangerous. So the old witch of Kador, which is Baba Yaga. If you guys are know anything about the Russian culture,
So John
She's-
Wick.
yeah, she's like the
The boogeyman. Or no, the one who kills the boogeyman, or
Or yeah.
something like that.
yeah. John Wick's the one who kills Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well,
Sounds like-
it's a whole big thing.
Well, anyway, she's like Baba Yaga. She's like the spirit of Kador and the spirit of like the woods and like the wilds and stuff like that. Well, she's coming back as the first two-faction warcaster. So she works for both Kador and the Grimkin.
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
That's cool.
That's crossing enemy lines just to beat.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So in the fluff, are Kador and Grimkin in the same? Are they on the same side?
No. So Bobby, she's like the spirit of the wild.
Okay.
And she kind of has her fingers in everything. She's been like the voice of kings before. She's been like in kings' ears and like queens and like kind of like changing what's been going on behind the scenes for like millennia.
Oh, okay.
Like there's reports of her talking to kings right when like history was being written. So it's weird. She's been around. She also, in her original model, she used this thing called a scrapjack, which warjacks are like big machines. Hers was like this two-legged one, looked almost like a chocobo, because it was all like broken down, like had a bunch of like packs and stuff. Now that's different. Now it's a huge based thing, and she rides on top of it. Like a fucking like, because she's an old lady.
Right.
So she's like using it as like a castle. She's like just riding around on it. Like, it's weird.
Is that their like gigantic?
Yeah, it's a huge based warcaster. That's what she is.
That's what. Where's the
also dangerous?
Yeah,
it's been a long time since I played, but didn't they come out with those colossals?
Yeah, that's what
that?
size she is.
So it's like
She's
that.
the size of
That's
a
like
colossal.
a big thing, right? Like,
yeah,
like this.
It's like probably this tall.
If you compare normal colossal's abilities to hers, can she take one?
She won't be able to take down a colossal by herself, no. But as in like health pool wise and armor and stuff, she's as good as.
Can she? How's that work? Like colossals. If you're going to play with somebody, for example,
okay.
Like somebody's got a regular army and you got a colossal.
You would think, yeah, like they take up a lot of points in your team.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, if you're playing Cricks or something, Cricks can take down a colossal no problem with their soldiers because they just hit like a truck. And
do they still hit as hard?
They still hit hard. Just we have to do a little work now.
You can't just be like, all right, shove everybody up.
Yeah,
come at me.
Yeah, I can't mindlessly play that faction anymore. But that's a big news. Also, their feats aren't traditional feats.
Okay.
So they're almost like multi-part feats. So like the way that they explained it is like they're going to be weaker, but there's multiple pieces of the feat that basically they're spreading their feet out. Instead of having one big effect, they got a bunch of little effects.
Okay. So if you can spread that out and get all the effects going, it'll be not overpowering, but
yeah. And they showed a couple of other models that they didn't really talk about. There's a new Wraith Pistolero that looks like kind of like a ghost with two pistols, like a new one.
Okay, all right, yeah, sounds cool.
Yeah, it looks neat. It's going to be heavily recursion themed, so if you're into like bringing your army back from the dead, it's probably down your alley.
Zombies are cool.
Zombies are cool. Pumpkin zombies seem cooler.
It seems like the coolest.
It seems neat.
I feel like them and Cricks would be a good story to look for. That'd be a good make. Like they feel like those two factions would go together.
You would think so, but Cricks is kind of goofy. Okay. So storyline wise, Cricks are so about like I want to conquer the world. Oh shit, you're using our toys? Stop it! I want to take you over so I can use your toys too. Okay. Stop using our toys. You know, because they're controlled by a dragon god. The Grimkin are kind of their own thing. I don't know. Okay. They're kind of a thing of nightmares. But we don't really know what's going on with them right now. We just know little things.
Like David S. Pumpkins.
Yeah. I'm interested to see them. I'm going to end up buying a few of their models just so I can paint them up.
Yeah.
Because
Just the way you're describing them. I haven't actually had to look at the models yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like that sounds really cool.
Well, they showed a couple more of their warcasters, and each of them look kind of like god themed. Like there's a lady who's kind of like who's like casting a spell, but it's like a big moon. Like she's like a moon goddess kind of thing. So you might see some like Wiccan influences.
Okay.
In this faction too.
But they're definitely evil.
They're definitely evil. I would say they are 85% evil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unlike Cricks,
100%.
probably 100% evil. minus maybe Dranegra after she died and came back. Dranegra's a little bit good now, kinda. Denny's alright.
Right here.
Yep.
And is it Dranegra or who's the sister to?
It's Dranegra. It's Denny. Yeah, okay. Denny and Haley, her sisters. Yep.
All right.
Anyway, I like talking about War Machine. Even though I'm not actively playing, I still like to talk about it.
Yeah. That new faction makes me interested.
Oh, yeah.
Even though, I mean, I liked it anyways, and the Ouroboros were cool because that's my alley. But pumpkin people sounds fucking cool.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Legion of Everblights. Blind dragons.
A lot of people play.
Not so anymore. They're kind of on the weaker side now. Them and Crix got nerfed to the fucking ground. It was ridiculous. But
After the original designer left?
Yeah, after the original designer left of both of those factions. He left to make a new company, and then they came out with Mark III, and those two factions got nerfed pretty hard.
So he's going on to make his own war machine?
I don't know. He's in board game right now, so
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. What else do we got on the news docket there?
Okay, so it was Hearthstone. There was something big with Hearthstone. Well, I'm not personally.
It's Year of the Mammoth, right?
Year of the Mammoth?
Year of the Mammoth. It is just, I guess it's just their way of saying that everything's going to be bigger and better this year. Instead of our usual, here's an adventure mode, here's an expansion, here's another one. Instead of that whole formula, now we're going with...
Matt, your mouse isn't plugged up.
Yeah, I know.
Now we're going with, there's going to be 3 expansions this year. Every 4 months we're going to bring out one, and instead of separate having the adventures and the storyline and the cards and everything separately, the expansion is going to have its own little storyline with it, and it's going to be cool. And they're also there are 6 cards that they are taking out of the normal set, putting them into the Hall of Fame. It's a ban list, but you'll still be able to play it wild, and you get a full refund of dust just for having them. And if you have Golden Thumb, that's really cool. I wish I had Golden.
135 cards per expansion, which is nice. That's a lot of freaking cards.
Yeah, that is going to. These are getting nuts.
Yeah, the meta is going to change so fast every couple months, which is good. I mean, I think.
What about Wild? Wild's going to be. Good lord, you're just piling on so many cards.
Yeah, Wild will become like it's probably like playing.
It's Wild.
What was it in? It is Wild, yeah. What is it in Magic where you can play whatever you want?
Top 2.
No, that'd be top 1.
That's standard.
Top 2.
Yeah.
Top 1 was
Type 1. Yeah, you can play
Is
Black Lotus and stuff, but that's probably like that where you just play cards from. How many decades is that? 20 years now, I think. Magic now.
93. So.
You hit, oh my god.
Yeah.
24 years.
No.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Let's say 34 years.
So
that's too many years.
So how many
10
cards?
too many.
How many cards are coming in each expansion?
135 plus is I think what they said. So.
Okay.
And there's going to be 4 expansions this year.
3 expansions every 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop the stream for a second. We're having some hiccups.
Okay.
And then we're going to restart here in just a second.